Hello, this is the third time I've tried to make this video, and I've come to the conclusion that light tanks are pretty irrelevant in this game. Besides certain maps such as Prokhorovka, Malinovka, and maybe a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head, you may as well be in a medium tank that has a choice between a damage dealing build and a scouting build, because it can do 90% of what a light tank can do. And then, not only that, but it can go and be a damage dealer when it feels like it. Now, if you know anything about me, I am not a good light tank player. I openly admit this, but it doesn't mean that my opinion of them is irrelevant, because I feel like currently this is the most underpowered class in the entire game. The fact medium tanks can put CVS on their tank and just be as good as a light tank is a joke. This was meant to be like a mini review kind of thing on the RHM, but it turned into being what is happening to light tanks in this game. And it never really occurred to me how bad the map design is also for light tanks. On a lot of the maps, there is nowhere really to go other than 1 or 2 designated bushes, which you then just get blind fired in. And if you have less camo or less view range or anything else than the opposite light tank, you get outspotted, they then win. And in something like an RHM where it's not really a true light tank, not really a true medium tank, but sits in the middle, it does play very nice, but it's not really capable of outspotting a lot of stuff, even if the view range is very good. I mean, you get matched up against a Manticore, it's pretty much game over if you're on proc. And the even bigger issue is if you're grinding light tanks, because you don't get the choice of those 2 different loadouts. Ideally, you would love to have a damage dealing loadout and a spotting loadout, like you would in your medium tanks. But the problem is that if you don't have those choices and you only choose a spotting loadout and you get a map where you don't really have any spotting capability, then you're just not going to perform very well. And you always want to have the spotting capability, because if you do get proc, you're going to need it. And you may say, well, Max, medium tanks have that same problem. Yeah, but they can go and be a medium tank. The thing is about light tanks is that they are not always about spotting. Sometimes they're about trying to get around the map, flank, and then do damage to then allow your team to push through. And if you don't have that damage capability, you just feel a little bit So this is going to be a bit different. It's on my main account this time. This is not an oppress account, and I'm just going to be playing it as I would normally, which means that I do have all the field mods, and I will be using bounty equipment, as well as 2 loadouts. So for the damage dealing one, we go for something like this, and then for the spotting one, we go for something like this. And now we just pray that we get a decent map, because my first map of the previous video was mines. Do I want to have a damage dealing loadout, or do I want the spotting build? Well, probably the damage dealing loadout, because most of the time we're not really going to be spotting much. We will go to a spotting location to try and get some spotting, probably go down to the little bush down there, but we're not really going to see that much, especially not what our team can shoot. And I will explain the equipment briefly. We use low noise because the low noise, well, the camo on this tank is not very good. By default, you get like 30% or something like that. So it's not super great. Yep, that guy has CVS in the bush over there. But we do spot a little bit. And I'm just going to wait a second to be unspotted, and I'll try and run away, because there's no point me trying to stay here. I think I can use this rock as cover from them. And then we'll just go up and around, because it's pointless me staying there. There are a few people here, yes, but if I stay there, I'm just asking to be shot. Oh, hello. See you later, Leo. He had fun. Now, what would I like to do? Well, I would like to try and see some more tanks if I can, because, well, there's not really much going on, is there? This side of the map is not really a threat, because we have loads and loads of people at the back. Like, look at them. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe just be a little bit passive here, see if I can get shots as and when I can. Nice shot, Max. That was a rock. We could actually just go for this AMX. In fact, I may do that. There is an FV at the very back, which we are a little bit, well, scared of, if we're honest. 268v4 up here. There is a mouse over here as well. Looks like the light tank isn't here anymore. Question mark? The FV is there, so what I'm going to do is just peek up here, take a shot. I can't pen the mouse. I actually don't have a chance at penning the mouse, because he's taller than me. He's sloped up, so even with heat, I can't pen him. To pen him, I'm going to need to go further away. Sorry. What is wrong with you? Why are you like this? I would like to shoot this mouse. Thank you. It went up high. I mean, we spot the 40T. We should be able to shoot this mouse. At some point, we might be able to. Wonder if this is peaking again. He is. Lovely. Now, we need to be very aware that the FV is still alive. And this tank does not enjoy the FV. No. It is quite annoying that the AMX got out, I will admit. That would have been very nice to clear him out completely. Oh, wait, the FV is there! Quickly, peek him! FV. There we go. And he does not spot me, which is very good for us. One into his sides. But I mean, in this situation, I need to, like, I keep thinking in the back of my head, why would I be in a light tank here? Potential to pen this. If I low roll the pen, I will not. Do we have shots at the imbattable? Now that the FV is dead, you have a little bit more freedom. Not loads, but just a little bit more. Be nice to get rid of the imbattable at the very back of the map. Don't think that spots me. I mean, the camera rating is one of the issues on this tank, but it's not like it's completely useless. I believe we still have like 40% or something with this setup. It's just bad for a light tank. That's the problem. Actually, it might be slightly more than 40%. Do we have shots on this? We do have shots on this, but it's not clean. Oh, we're completing my mission as well. What even is my mission? 4 enemy vehicles by spotting them. Go team! Oh. Is this mouse still pushing? He is! Mr. Mouse, you are not going to be surviving very long if you keep doing that. Although he might be. No one's spotting him. Should I see if I can spot him as I go over? Hello, Mr. Mouse! IS-7, where are you going? That is an impressive peek, what he's just done. He didn't take any damage for it other than me. This is another thing that I don't like so much about light tanks, and spotting in general, is that your team really does need to be on it for you to get a lot of spotting. Usually, this is why you just platoon, right? You just platoon with someone, it's a 10 times better experience. I wanted to shoot the AMX, and I still could shoot the AMX, actually. He is a very big threat. Okay, we hit the tracks with HE, does no damage. Very cool. Well, that one hit. Do I have any shots on this? I mean, this wasn't a super great game, but I mean, it's 3k damage. You can't turn your nose up at that in a light, I guess. It's not an insane damage by any means, but it's not bad. But looking back at it, did I play my light tank role? No. Would I have done everything that I'd done in that game as a medium tank? Yes. Apply. Well, welcome to Westfield, where we are once again using the damage build because there's too many light tanks. We have Borken, we have Manticore, and I am fully going to push straight in to K0 and hopefully not receive a load of damage on the way. I mean, the good news is that we have loads and loads of people with us, and the Manticore should be able to spot everybody as well. I shot as we went behind the trees to try and give us as much cover so we don't get spotted. Ah, that's not very good, by the way, that no one came up. Oh, this RHM's really pushing up high. I mean, the RHM is on top nearly. The RHM should be receiving a lot of damage for this. That missed. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, game. Oh, man. RHM is at the top and he's not receiving any damage. And I can't spot him either. There we go. Finally, he starts taking some damage. Good. Finally. I mean, if you go up any higher, mate, you're not going to be surviving for very long. Their Manticore just died as well. And their Borken gets spotted. I was even faster than him. Well, I mean, we done our job. Unfortunately, our team has died. So, yeah. I mean, I guess we just try and shoot across. Hopefully our Manticore can lure them down this way. I don't really have the hit points to actually go and push the Borken right now. I mean, the Batchat is, which is very good. And he should be able to clip him. Ah, SDLV as well. That's not good. Yeah, our Batchat's dead. Do we have shots on this? We do have shots on this. Lovely. It's not going to make any difference. This game is over, unfortunately, for us. I mean, the Type 5 has pushed down into the valley. I don't even really have shots at the Type 5. Look at this. Like, I'd need to hit his cupola to be able to, like, pen him. Or him to go sideways. Do you want to go sideways? Little Godzilla, maybe? No? Okay. Yeah, the same kind of story of the i7. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, not really too much to say. wasn't fast enough shell velocity. That's not very... Oh dear. Oh no. Oh. 485 roll, that was nice. Well, I mean, we've done the same damage as the previous game, so, oh, goodbye! Oh, maybe I can do a little bit more damage here, actually. It's not really going to make much difference. Everyone's missing. I'm pretty sure this guy fired heat at me as well. It's not heat, HE. Hello. Oh, we got the first mark. Wow. Made 4,000 damage and 113 assistance. Would we have done the same thing in a medium tank? Yeah. And some people may say, well, Max, if you were 430, you would have never gone there. Correct. I would have gone somewhere different. But if I was in something like a bat chat, I could happily go there. If you compare it to something that is the same kind of playstyle as the light tank, which the bat chat is, and even the Leo, for example, could go to where I went, nothing would have been really that dissimilar. Well, Malinovka, which is very good for light tanks. We do have 2 Manticores with us, and I am obviously RHM. We do have the spotting build now. They have a T100, an RHM, and a Manticore. What I'm going to try and do is get to this bush as fast as I possibly can. The reason being is that it will hopefully deter anyone from actually pushing this fully. Just going to check that I'm not spotted, which I am not, so I should be able to get into this bush. There we go. And now, just make sure that I am hidden. And we even spot the Manticore going into the bush. Although no one is there to shoot it, which is kind of a shame. As long as we have people on the hill, we should remain unspotted here. There shouldn't be too many issues regarding that, because they would have to get all the way down to around about here before they start spotting me. I mean, the 2 Manticores are basically in the same place. I think this Manticore's going to try and go into this bush. I don't think he spots me if he does that. I should have good enough camo. Their T100 has infiltrated the Manticores. Please tell me this dies. Yep. At least that's happened. I can't believe these are peaking like this. And they just don't receive any punishment apart from artillery. I don't know what party is going on with the 430U, the M5Y, and the T62A, but it must be great over there. Oh, hang on. Oh, the Effie was even aimed. That was quite bad. That could have ended my game instantly. Although, this guy is now a one-shot, which is good for us. And that also means I should be able to start doing some damage over here. He's not proxying me, which is good. Although, I should really try and proxy him. Although, actually, you know what? If he goes up into the bush, I spot him. If he doesn't, he can stay there. That's actually fine. Because I can do damage over here. Just need to help our team out on the hill if we can. I'm going to see... There you go, he's still there. Just making sure he's still around there. This can't really shoot me unless they go all the way out into the field, so it's pretty safe there. Artillery can shoot me, which is a problem. But for the most part, we should be safe. The only real, like, massive threat is from the hill. Ah, there we go. Lovely. Now, you don't ever want to go up into this bit too early. Because if you do, you're probably going to get blind fired. So I'm just going to wait a few seconds. The IS-7 is over there. I don't actually really need to go into this bush, if I'm honest. I can happily just do some damage here. Might just peek up over here and just see what's over there. Nothing is in that bush directly. IS-7 is doing something. I don't really know what that is. I mean, what? There we go. Okay, what I'm going to do now then is try and push across. If I die to the FV, I die to the FV. I don't care. There's the FV. Hello. Good little FV. Good FV. Well done. Oh. We actually get proxied there. And there's another FV. Go away. I actually want to go into proxy here just to try and spot him again. Just to keep him spotted. Do I have shots on this IS-7? No, he's on the ramp. I'm a little bit concerned. The fact that I can't peek up, obviously, because there's an FV there and an FV there, and I will get detected by this guy. So I need to wait until all of these are pushed through, and just keep this guy proxied as well. I'm pretty sure our Manticore spots this now, anyway. But it's a little bit annoying for me, because I'm kind of a bit stuck here now. The RT's there. We could try and blind him. He's probably going to be around about here. He's moving. I want to see... Right, next time the arty shoots, we're going to try and blind it. This is not my spotting. Only one HE. Oh! Wait, who's here then? Hello? That could be the light tank there, actually. We are now unspotted, which I hope I can push up. If that is the light tank there, I may get spotted as I go up, which is what I'm worried about. Okay. I'm fine here. I can't spot that FV. Spotted that one. Oh. It is the light tank. Put our HE shell in. Wait until we're unspotted again, which will be... now? Yep. And then is Mr. FV wanting to peek this? I don't think he's actually peeking. Enemy GW100 drowned. Good. Yep. RHM going into bushes. Alright, we're going down to try and shoot this FV. Get a little bit more damage done. And what you can do is actually just shoot him through here. And then he's confused triangle. Hello? Oh. Triangle is very confused now. The RHM just drowned the manticore. Well, 2.8k damage, 4.4k spotting. Apply. Would we have done that in a medium tank? Maybe. But nowhere near as easily. But this is one of those very few maps in the game where you fully have capabilities of a light tank. For the vast majority of the other maps, they just don't feel like they have a purpose. On Malanovka, for example, not every single medium tank could do what I just done. If you don't have the camo, for example, it's pretty much not going to happen. So that actually singles out quite a few tanks. But if you had something like a UDES, if you had a CS63, if you had a Leo 1, if you had something like that, you could do what I've done. As I said, nowhere near as easily, but it's possible. I would love to see CVS removed from medium tanks and just keep it as light tank only, because it would actually buff light tanks. A global view range nerf would be great, apart from light tanks as well, but that's probably asking for a bit too much. I don't personally see any issue with removing CVS from medium tanks, considering you could just demount it off of everyone's tanks. No one's paid gold or real money for CVS. But the medium tank competition with light tanks is only half of the situation. The maps really need more light tank positions and to accommodate light tanks in this game. A lot of these maps just do not feel good when playing a light tank in comparison to playing anything else. Obviously, if you're purely doing light tank gameplay, you'll probably ban Himmels and then other city maps. But even with these more open maps, such as Erlenberg, for example, doesn't feel good, even after the changes. Berlin, for example, is completely irrelevant for light tanks now. It used to be okay, and then they removed all the bushes and then changed it again afterwards. Empire's Border, I mean, besides spotting the initial spot, that's about it. And the list of maps just goes on and on and on. It just seems like there are very, very few maps in this game where you can truly play your role. Either way, at least the session went a little bit better than the previous two did. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you on the next one.